John 19:28 and 29. Jesus knew that everything was now finished, and to fulfill the Scriptures, he said, "I am thirsty." A jar of sour wine was sitting there, so they soaked a sponge in it, put it on a hyssop branch, and held it up to his lips. That verse and that experience has always intrigued me as I've thought about how cruel it seemed to give Jesus a sour, vinegary tasting substance when he was hanging on the cross, parched and dry and suffocating and experiencing this horrible death, to cry out in thirst, and they give him sour wine. But perhaps that sour wine was not so much an act of cruelty as it was an act of convenience. Perhaps that was just sour, cheap wine that the soldiers had there because they couldn't afford anything else, and when he cried out in thirst, they just gave him what was handy, what was convenient. I think if we would listen, there would be times in our life when we would hear Jesus say to us, "I'm thirsty for you." And so often we just give him what's convenient, what's handy, what's easy. But would you hear him say, "I am thirsty for you"?
I looked at my disappointments, I counted them one by one. I saw how Jesus had failed to deliver everything under the sun. So I complained to the Father that his promises weren't true. Then I looked to the cross and I heard Jesus say, "There is something I've got to tell you. I'm thirsty for you. Are you thirsty for me? I've given you everything that I have, but you respond so casually. I'm reaching for you. Are you reaching for me? You can't understand the depth of my love till you see what it calls me to do. I'm thirsty for you." So I turned and looked in the mirror, and I didn't like what I saw. The selfish ambition, the greed, and the pride just made me feel so small. And so I confessed to the Father, I'm ashamed of the way I live. And then I looked to the cross and I heard Jesus say, "Don't live to get, I created you to give. I'm thirsty for you. Are you thirsty for me? I've given you everything that I have, but you respond so casually. I'm reaching for you. Are you reaching for me? You can't understand the depth of my love till you see what it calls me to do. I'm thirsty for you. Jesus gave me life when I deserved to die. There is no greater reward than to look and see the pleasure in His eyes. I'm thirsty for You, Lord, 'cause You're thirsty for me. I'll give You everything that I have, because You suffered and died for me. I'm reaching for You, 'cause You're reaching for me. I want to return Your wonderful love, because I see